Hello and welcome back, people. It's another lovely, dry, fresh day and I'm at this Scottish burn and I'm out today in search of the good stuff. Spring is in the air and we've got some lovely flowers growing in the embankments and I like to see that. So where am I today? So today I'm on an inside line. We've got bedrock here scalloping down. Look at all these big heavy rocks that are just tumbling down here, dropping out. We've even got a big piece of iron. So I thought I'd move a few boulders around here today and see what we can find in the gravels and maybe some heavier materials like gold has come to rest just on this spot here. So this will be my sluice of choice. It fits in the backpack quite easily and I know it does the job. I've got my scoop and I'm really liking this piece of kit for getting into the gravels. A nice little diddy spade.
So yes, welcome back people to another video. So my first task was to move all them boulders and then create a dam in that flow of water to set up the sluice. And as always, I was hoping it was going to be a good spot.
Well, it looked like a good spot. I had lots and lots of overburden with big rocks. And I've exposed some very dark black bedrock there with a couple of crevices that are going in line with the side of the river course. I've not found a speck of gold yet though, and it just looks so inviting. And I've got down a fair bit now, probably about a foot nearly, but lots of overburden and lots of medium-sized gravels.
And on this clip here, you can see how I'm really working the gravels. And with a suction pump, you just got to really go for it. Keep filling that bucket up. You've just got to be relentless to move all of this dirt. And I'll always process everything. I'll sluice the job lot. Because you never know, there could be a speck of gold in a layer at some section on this gravel bar. There's nothing to lose. It's just hard work.
Right, let's get these gravels through that sluice.
Now I really do like this location. Really peaceful. There's nothing better than just sluicing the gravel, listening to the water flowing by. And even as the gravels go down the sluice run, you can hear that. It can be quite a sensory feeling. Maybe at the time you don't realise it. And with this great hobby of gold panning, what I have found is that getting out into the wilderness, into these remote locations, gives you a chance just to reset, and you can leave all your worries behind you that may have happened through the week. I find that it gives you a real sense of adventure and intrepidation, because you just never know what's going to land on that top mat in the sluice. Whenever them moments happen, they are game changers, believe me.
Right, well I think it's time for a bite to eat because I'm absolutely shattered and I can't see a lot in that sluice. But if it's about trying to learn the river, you just got to keep coming back, make mistakes, or know where it wants to come to rest. I thought here looked like a good spot. So just a quick look around, you can see all that rock over here. I've created some kind of dam. I've worked down here and I've hit the base there, but it's not revealing much. Looking in the sluice, it looks like there's lots of lead in there. I can see a bit of gold there. Looks like it's got some body, small, and maybe a couple of specks down there. But that's a lot of work again just for that there, I think. You can get better results on this river for not as much work. Anyway, time for a bite to eat. I'm back on ham and tomato. Been hard work moving all that dirt, so I just got to keep the energy reserves topped up.
And so after lunch, it was time to do my first clean-up. And as always, because the gold is very fine here, it's always advisable to pan into another pan, because it's inevitable that some of the smaller pieces, they will run through. You don't want to lose anything, because it will add up at the end of the day. You just got to work at it.
Okay, I've done my clean up. Now this is the pan just full of heavies. No gold in here, but look at all that lead, black sand, and then that yellow mustard powder. But there were a lot of heavies, to be really honest there. So that sluice was working really well to process that amount of heavy material. Now there was more gold in the sluice than I could actually see on the top mat. Let's have a look. There's a good 30 or 40 Diddy specks there. So I am actually pleasantly surprised. I actually thought I was about to be skunked. So yeah, it was there, I just couldn't see it.
And so I changed tact here, and I decided to work more into the flow. You can see the water there just to the left hand side of me. It really is moving pretty quickly, and you can feel the force of it going between your legs. But the water was quite clear, and I could see the boulders resting beneath the surface, and the gravels just stayed put, right behind them. It's almost like they're magnetic, and they can be quite good collection points to find a few specks of gold. It's also good to mix things up and to see if the gold is travelling down certain sides of the river. But I must stress, if you're going to do this, just please be careful, because it can be slippy out there, and the last thing you want is to take a tumble and start rolling into deep water behind you. And again, in this shot, I mean, what you see is what you get. I'm just trying to share my experiences with you. But this is typically what it looks like when you're at the river, just sluicing a bucket full of gravels. But it is such a relaxing place to be. I didn't see a soul here all day.
Well, I've had about another hour of fun. I've been crevicing and scraping down there, and I'll show you some clips of that.
In the bedrock there, I came across a load of stringers. You can clearly see them there.
Found a couple of specks, and I've put them in the stopper bottle already. We tried over there with some of the rapids. Found a few specks there. But in general, for a little bit of extra work, I've got a visible piece there at the top of the mat. One there definitely, one in the middle here, and one right down there. So there's 4 visible specks. If they're visible with this camera, that's not bad. So we'll do a quick clean up and we'll find out how we've done for this trip to the river. In fact, you can see there's one speck, another speck, another speck, another speck there, and maybe one there. Little bitty speck there.
So that's pretty much it, people. Pretty short video, this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've worked a new section of the river and we've found some gold. Albeit at first, it was a challenge. There's a few pictures of what we found. Thank you for watching. And this was my experience, which I wanted to share with you today.
There's all the pieces we found today. Considering I thought I was onto nothing. Well, that was another good day at the river. And if you're new to gold panning, I hope it gives you an idea of what it's all about. If you can find a few specks of gold in your pan at the end of the day, that can't be a bad thing. Anyway, I'm off that way. Until the next time, people.